thank Jumaane for his steadfastness and his leadership. Of course, the head of the New York State congressional delegation, our Senator Chuck Schumer, our representatives from the community board and the community who are all here present. And just wanted to share sort of a personal story. I grew up over on the sort of Crown Heights border, Flatbush end of Brooklyn, and had always known Ebbetsfield as an apartment complex. And I say that because folks like Jumaane and I came in the wave of New Yorkers who never had the privilege of knowing Ebbetsfield as the actual stadium, but have always grown up with the history of Ebbetsfield and what Jackie Robinson represented to the Brooklyn Dodgers. And so to know that a residence right here in Brooklyn where he resided is a national landmark, and that Jumaane, along with the community and all of us here today, seek to make it a city landmark is really important. Because we don't have the stadium, but we do have the history. And right here today, we have an abode that we can point to where we know that Jackie Robinson lived. We are here to celebrate an important part of our legacy here in the borough of Brooklyn, and indeed an important part of the legacy of the United States on a whole. This home, the home where Jackie Robinson resided when he played for the Brooklyn Dodgers, will forever remain a cherished part of the history of our nation and of the community we share. His challenge to the evil system of racial segregation that persisted at that time in Major League Baseball and across the United States, either by law or by tradition, required enormous personal courage. And I think that that is part of this legacy for all of the children of the city of New York, indeed across our nation. It is the courage and the dignity that Jackie Robinson embodied that we can turn to this home and reflect on, and it would be so important that it's here for generations to observe and to reflect upon. We believe that the designation of the home of Jackie Robinson, shared with his wife Rachel, as a New York City landmark would recognize the significance of this residence and what it holds in our hearts and our minds of all New Yorkers. The collective pride we share in Jackie Robinson's talent, his sacrifice, would allow us the opportunity to reflect on the importance of the legacy in our time, particularly as we reflect on the fact that this year we celebrated the 50th anniversary of the Civil Rights Movement. There's so many seminal points in our history that Jackie Robinson brings to the forefront for all Americans. And indeed, New York City should see this as a point of pride. As a point of pride, because right here in a community that had not been segregated heretofore, there was a family, the Palin family, that was able to purchase a home, which was again a point where we departed from the old and moved into modern times. And Jackie Robinson was a significant part of that. So I think it's critical that the Landmark Preservation Commission revisit this issue, that they take into account the historic context of this home, of this edifice, because it is not just about architecture, as our senator so eloquently said. It is the history. And without history, we're doomed to sort of repeat some of the mistakes of the past. We have this here today so that as children grow up in this community, as others will visit this community, they will have an opportunity to reflect on how far we've come and what it takes to preserve the type of dynamic, diverse civil society in which we all reside. The trail he blazed continues to inspire generation after generation, and we who are the beneficiaries of his work owe it to press forward with the landmark